Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetstuff.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and quick review of the Canvas Spark, which comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 as it is mentioned on the front on the package. As you can see, this device is going to be launched on 21st of April for a very affordable price, and we have pretty good hardware specification on this phone. I have tested this phone for approximately 3 to 4 days now. Before doing this review, I have actually tested the camera and battery as well, so I'm going to tell you everything on this one, whether it is worth the money you spend on it, and we will tell you in terms of the overall value for money whether it is a good phone or not. So taking a look at the package, as you can see, this is how the phone look like, and exactly the same way the phone looks. It does come in two colors, one is the white and the other one is the black color. We have a black variant over there. When it comes to specification, we have a 1.3 GHz quad-core CPU, which is MediaTek, and we will just confirm which chipset it is exactly. Taking a look over the 3G speed supported, it supports 21 Mbps of download and 5.76 Mbps of upload. We have a QHD display, which is 940, not 940, but 540 into 960, and we have 4.7 inch of QHD display. We have 1 GB of DDR3 RAM, 8 GB internal memory, 8 megapixel rear camera with autofocus, can also record high definition video, and the secondary camera is 2 megapixel over there. And then these are the frequency bands which are supported. This is a 3G phone, 4G is not supported. And then we have high definition video playback and recording also supported. We have Android Lollipop, which is something which is the USP of this phone. So we have this phone, which is a very affordable phone, which is coming with Android Lollipop preloaded, which is definitely a very commendable effort by Micromax. We have assisted GPS as well, and a battery of 2000 mAh, which can give you around 8 hours of backup as per the talk time is concerned. And when it comes to the overall backup, it can give you around 1 day of battery backup easily with basic to moderate usage. Talking about the package contents, here we have the package contents which are mentioned, which includes the phone, a charger, hands-free cable, USB cable, user guide, warranty card, and a screen guard, which will come within the package. And this is the model number of the device. This is Micromax Q380. So let me just open the package and show you what we have inside, and then we will take a look over the phone and other things. So once we open the package, the first thing which we see inside is the device itself. I have already opened the package because I have to actually test this phone before. So this is how the phone look like, and again it is running on Android Lollipop, which is the best thing I would say. Apart from that, the build quality of the phone is also very good, and the kind of material which has been used, especially at the back side, is something which is similar to what you have seen already on the Eureka phone, so which is also from Micromax. So this is having a matte finish, different kind of feel, which is not something which you may feel that it is plastic. It is again plastic, but it does not feel like plastic. It is very good, nice finish which you have on this phone, and it also gives you a very good grip as well when you hold the phone in hand. The phone does have rounded edges as well, which will give you a very nice grip, and the look and feel on these edges are again kind of silver, which again gives this phone a very premium look. So we will take a look over the phone later on. Let's take a look what we have inside the package. So apart from the phone, we have tested these headphones, which are like in-ear headphones which you get within the package. The sound quality from these ones are again okay, if not too good. We do have a button to pick the call, and it does have a mic as well, and this is how the headphone look like, and this is how the audio lead look like. The sound quality from these headphones is again okay, if not too great. When it comes to the cable, we also get a micro USB cable for data syncing and charging, and then we have a charger over there. And let me just show you the output current from this charger, because I have not used the charger. So let me just show you the output current from the charger itself. And this is the Micromax charger, which will give you an output current of approximately 700 milliampere. So this is not a 1 ampere charger. And further going inside the package, we can see that we have a user manual over there. As you can see over there, this is a SAR value information guide, the warranty card, the user guide, and some additional pamphlets. You also get a screen guard which will come within the package with a cleaning cloth and the tool with which you can actually apply the screen guard. So here we have the SAR values, which is 0.29 watt per kg for the head, and for body it is 0.42 watt per kg. respectively averaged over 1 gram of human tissue. So these are the fat values in case you want to know that. So let me just keep all the package contents aside for a while and we will take a look over the phone, which is the Micromax Canvas Spark. So here we have the Micromax Canvas Spark, and the phone does feel pretty good when you hold it in hand. It does not feel like a cheaper phone. It is going to be approximately 5,000 rupees as far as the price is concerned, or maybe less, and it is going to be a pretty good phone for that particular price point if they launch it at that price point. And this is the gift pricing as of now. Again, the pricing for this phone has not been announced, but if it is close to 5,000 rupees, then definitely it is going to be a pretty good value for money. Taking over the connectivity and the ports, we have the power and sleep key over there and the volume rocker. Both of these buttons are plastic buttons, but they give you a good amount of feedback. At the top you have a 3.5 audio jack. At the rear we have 8 megapixel camera, which is an autofocus camera, can record high definition video with LED flash and the Micromax branding over there. Here we have the loudspeaker. The back cover on this device is removable, and we will show you the connectivity for the SIM card as well later on. Taking a look over the back, on the bottom we have a micro USB port for data syncing and charging, a primary microphone, and an indent to remove the back cover. When it comes to secondary microphone is not there on this one. Let me just open the back cover and show you the phone from the back side. So even when the back cover is removable, you can see that the battery inside is non-removable. So you cannot remove the battery on this phone, which is kind of a different thing this time, but that's how it is. And we have the SIM card slot 1, which can actually take up a 3G SIM card inside. It supports 3G and 2G both, whereas the SIM card slot 2, which will also take a micro SIM just like this one, this will only support 2G. We do have a micro SD card slot as well. You can insert a micro SD memory card and expand the storage of this phone. So let's take a look over the overall build quality and the form factor. I would say the phone is pretty good in terms of the overall build quality. If it is going to be a budget phone, then they are actually giving you a very good build quality phone as far as the budget pricing is concerned. The display is good, if not great. Again, the viewing angles are not very good on this device, especially if you take a look at it from this angle. The colors will fade a bit, but the overall UI of the phone is something which is very responsive, and it is pretty responsive to the finger touch as well. I do not notice any issues. However, this is an IPS TFT display, and you can see the gap in between the display and the digitizer, but again, it is not a major issue unless you are looking on this phone from this angle, where it does fade the colors, but the display is still visible, which is nice. In terms of the overall form factor, the phone does not feel very heavy, and it is a pretty good phone to hold in one hand as well. You can use the phone with one hand without any issues. When it comes to the front, we have the nice metallic earpiece over there, the front camera, which is a 2 megapixel fixed focus camera, and then we have touch capacitive buttons over there on the body. But again, they are colored in silver, but they do not have backlit LED. So backlit LED is not there, and this is kind of a compromise which Micromax has done on this phone. Let's take a look over the UI. So this is how the notification window look like. Everything is fluid and responsive on this phone with the help of Lollipop, which is coming preloaded. Let me just go into settings and take a look what we have as far as the version of Android is concerned. So here we have the version of Android, which is 5.0. and again, it is upgradable to the next version of Android, which is 5.0.1 or even 5.0.2, and as per the information, this device will also get software update for that. When it comes to storage, let me just show you the storage information over there. Again, we have 8 GB of internal storage, and out of that 2.91 GB as of now is available, and the total available out of 8 GB is 4.94. When it comes to changing the default write disk, you can change the default write disk. Once you insert an SD card, you can actually install applications on the SD card, and you can also move big applications like games to the SD card from the phone memory, which is possible on this one. Let me just go back and take a look over the application scenario, and again, we have 1 GB of RAM. Let me just take a look how much of that is actually free, and we have all the running processes over there. And out of 1 GB of RAM, the free amount of RAM which you will get on this device is going to be 483 MB, and you will get approximately 500 MB or slightly more on the first boot, but this is after some amount of usage. This is the average amount of RAM which you will get free out of 1 GB on this phone. Talking about the sharing options, we do have support for tethering as well on this device. You can create a portable Wi-Fi hotspot. You have support for USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering is also supported, which is good. Apart from this, we do have support for location access as well. And when it comes to brightness, we do have support for adaptive brightness on this device, which is definitely a good thing. On this budget device, this is definitely needed. Let's take a look over the phone dialer, and here we have the phone dialer. On this one, you can easily dial the number. Again, most of the UI and applications are kind of very much close to stock Android as far as Lollipop is concerned on this phone, which is definitely a good thing. And when it comes to making a video call, you do not have the option of making a video call on this phone. Let's take a look over the messaging, and we will also find out how good the keyboard is. So here we have the messaging application, and this is the stock keyboard which is coming there. Again, this is not the Google keyboard, but this is a custom keyboard which they have actually supplied with this phone. Let me just take a look over the settings, and we will try to change the keyboard over here. So we have the keyboard language. Again, they are pushing this keyboard specifically because it supports all these Indian languages, which includes Dogri, Konkani, Kashmiri, and Manipur, Sanskrit, Sindhi. And again, you also have the option of typing in other languages like Gujarati, Hindi, Tamil as well. That is why they are pushing this keyboard. The same keyboard which we have seen earlier was there on Unite 2, and you can change the language on this keyboard by just tapping over here, and you can select other things. You tap and hold, and then you will get to see these options over there, which is the thing they are doing with this one. However, you can always revert to the stock Android keyboard, and for that you just need to go to language and input, and over here you can actually select the current keyboard to be the Google English US keyboard. And once you do that, you will get this keyboard over there, which you might have seen earlier. And again, as you can see, we do have support for swipe to type. Typing is pretty good experience on this device. On this 4.7-inch display, there is no problem as far as typing is concerned. I can easily type in portrait or in landscape mode as well. And so here we have the camera interface. As you can see, this is how it looks like. And let me just take a photo of this action figure over there. And we have the camera shutter key over here. So the photo has been taken, and the camera shutter key is not very fast in terms of taking photos. This is something which I have just realized. And let me just take one more photo without light, and we will show you both of these photos one by one. And it does take slight amount of time to focus on the subject, especially in this low light scenario. So if you don't have time, you might end up taking some blurry photos in low light. But let me just take a look over the quality which we have on this one as far as the rear camera is concerned, and we will take a look over the photo taken with light. So this is the photo which has been taken with light, and this is how the original subject look like. I would say it is pretty good in terms of clarity, in terms of details, and colors are also good enough, if not the actual thing which we see in original, as compared to this one, which is a low light photo. And this photo has also came out to be pretty bright, and colors and details are good. However, I can see slight amount of noise in the low light photo, but colors are looking good. So overall, the rear camera is doing a pretty decent job, and in daylight you can take much better photos. When it comes to some other things, we do have the option of taking photos with HDR. So HDR mode is supported on this one. And let me just take a look over the camera interface again, and we will show you the option for the HDR. So we do have support for HDR as well, and I can toggle to the front camera to take a front camera selfie. So I've just taken the selfie, and this is how it actually looks like. And again, I would say I do have a good amount of light falling on my face as of now, and the selfie has came out to be good, if not great. The 2 megapixel camera which we have on the front on this device is doing a pretty good job, I would say, if it is not the best thing which you can get on a device as far as front camera is concerned. So here we have the hardware information for the phone. The model number of the device is Micromax Q380. We have ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.3 GHz. It is MediaTek 6582, as we already guessed. When it comes to the display resolution, we have 540 into 960 display resolution. We have Mali 400 MP GPU on this device. When it comes to the sensors, we have accelerometer sensor, proximity, light, gyroscope and gravity sensor as well. This device again does not have magnetic field sensor, but it is capable of doing GPS navigation with the help of Google Maps. On Antutu, we have got a score of 20035, which is a pretty impressive score, and this device is pretty good in terms of the overall day-to-day usage and performance. We did not notice any issues. On Ninamag, we have got a score of 54.2 FPS, which is also a pretty good score. Let's play some games which include Subway Surfer and Blood and Glory, and we will show you how the overall gaming performance of this device. So here we have Subway Surfer, and it is running pretty smoothly on this device without any kind of graphic lag, and there are no touchscreen issues as well. The game is running smoothly in terms of graphics, and I do not notice any issues. Second game which we are going to run on this device is going to be Blood and Glory, which is kind of a graphic intensive game, and this game is not running on this one. As you can see, it is throwing this error again and again, but this does not mean that you cannot play high definition games. You can play high definition games, and we have played some of them on this device, which includes the Red Trigger 2 and some other games which are kind of graphic intensive, but this one is not running, and the device can handle those games, but there are few frame drops which you can easily notice when you play some high definition games like Asphalt 8 on this device. As far as high definition video playback is concerned, you can play high definition videos, but there is a video which we are trying to play from our YouTube video channel, and this video is actually a 720p video, but at the resolution it is getting played at 480. So it is getting played at 480p. The HD videos on YouTube will get played at 480p on this device. This is something which you might want to note, but that does not mean that you cannot play high definition videos. You can play 720p videos on this device, on this 4.7 inch QHD display. As far as viewing angles are concerned, they are good if not great, and you can see the display almost all the time without any issues. And you can see the display from this angle as well, from this angle as well, and from this angle as well. You can see the display. So viewing angles are good. Let me just give you an idea about the loudspeaker, and I will increase the volume of the device to full. So loudspeaker is loud, but not the loudest which we have heard. It is actually at the back side, and if you place the device like this on a flat table, the sound will get muffled, and in that case it will not be that much. So loudspeaker does get blocked to an extent, not completely. But now, before I conclude my review of the Micromax Camera Spark, there are some good things which I would like to mention, and there are some not so good things of this device as well which I would like to mention. So good things are going to be that it is coming with Android Lollipop 5.0, which is again making the UI pretty responsive and smooth enough. The overall build quality of the device is also a good thing. I would say for the price, it is going to be a pretty affordable phone. They have given a very good build quality on this phone, and the look of the phone is also quite premium. When it comes to the overall form factor, the form factor of the phone is good as well. When it comes to some of the things which are good is going to be the rear camera. The rear 8 megapixel camera can give you pretty good photos in low light as well as in daylight. Now let's talk about some of the shortcomings which we have noticed on this one. In terms of display, the display is good but not great. It could have been better if they have given a better display. This is IPS TFT, which does give you decent viewing angles, but the display does fade a lot when you take a look on this phone from this different angles. The gaming capabilities of the phone is also not great, but good enough, I would say. It can play some high definition games, and you can also play casual games. When it comes to some of the games, you might not be able to play them, including Blood and Glory, but when it comes to high definition games, you can play them. Apart from this one, when it comes to the overall things as far as the front camera is concerned. The front camera is again good, not great, and these are the things which I wanted to mention as far as the not so good things of this phone. So in case you have any question for this device, we would love to help you. You can like this video if this video help you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.